June 2026 is about to become one of the craziest movie months we've seen in years. We're talking massive superhero battles, brutal action films, terrifying horror comebacks, and movies that already look capable of breaking the internet before they even release. But here's the truth. Not every movie arriving in June 2026 deserves your attention. Some will disappear after one weekend. Others could become legendary. So today, we're counting down the 10 upcoming movies in June 2026 you'll regret missing. Starting from the least anticipated, all the way to the one that might completely dominate 2026. And trust me, number 1 is absolutely insane. Let's begin.
Somebody help!
Number 10, Scary Movie 6, 2026. The Scary Movie franchise is back. And honestly, nobody expected this level of hype. After years of silence, Scary Movie 6 returns to parody modern horror trends, internet culture, conspiracy theories, and supernatural thrillers. This time, the film is reportedly smarter, darker, and more aligned with modern psychological horror instead of pure sketch comedy. That alone makes it interesting. The cast mixes returning comedy veterans with younger horror actors, creating a strange but exciting energy. It may not dominate the box office, but it could become one of the funniest theater experiences of the year. And things only get darker from here. Number 9, Toxic, 2026. Imagine waking up, and the air itself is killing people. Toxic is one of the most disturbing sci-fi films of 2026. A chemical disaster spreads across major cities, slowly changing human behavior and breaking society from the inside. But the biggest mystery is simple. No one knows where it came from. The cast blends rising stars with experienced thriller actors. Filmed in abandoned industrial zones across Europe and Iceland, it creates a world that feels almost too real. Because this doesn't feel like fiction. It feels possible. And that makes it terrifying. But the next story goes even deeper into global fear. Number 8, Disclosure Day, 2026. What happens when the truth finally comes out? Disclosure Day focuses on the moment governments confirm extraterrestrial life exists, and everything collapses within hours. Instead of alien battles, this is about human reaction. Panic, confusion, fear, collapse. Think Arrival mixed with political thriller realism. The film uses massive practical sets and thousands of extras to simulate global breakdown. But the most frightening part? It's not the aliens. It's people losing control. And that leads into one of the most intense assassins on this list.
Get out of here, or we're gonna die.
Number 7, Seven Sniper, 2026. One sniper, 7 targets, one impossible mission. Seven Sniper is built on realism above everything else. A retired marksman is forced back into a global conspiracy involving corrupt governments and elite mercenaries. No over-the-top action, just precision, silence, and tension. The production used real military advisors, real weapons training, and real locations across Norway, Kazakhstan, and Eastern Europe. But the biggest rumor? A nearly 10-minute, uninterrupted sniper sequence. If true, it could become one of the most intense scenes of the year. But the next film replaces rifles with something more brutal.
We were monsters. I am the outlaw.
Number 6, Death of Robin Hood, 2026. Legends don't always die gloriously. Sometimes, they just fade in pain. This is a darker, older version of Robin Hood. A man hunted, betrayed, and broken after years of violence. No heroic fantasy. No bright adventure. Just survival. Filmed in muddy forests and medieval castles across the UK, the film is grounded, realistic, and emotionally heavy. Every fight feels dangerous. Every injury matters. And underneath it all is a story about regret. But now the scale grows even bigger.
Trust me. I know how to use it.
Number 5, Master of the Universe, 2026. A legendary franchise returns. And it's darker than ever. Master of the Universe brings cosmic battles, alien worlds, and massive fantasy storytelling back to the big screen. But this isn't the cartoon version people remember. It's closer in tone to Dune and The Lord of the Rings. Huge sets, massive armies, brutal world building, and a redesigned Skeletor that is already stealing attention. If successful, this could launch a full cinematic universe. But now we enter the top 4, where everything becomes massive. Number 4, The Furious, 2026. This is no longer racing. This is war on wheels. The Furious follows underground drivers pulled into global criminal missions involving cyber warfare, military tech, and deadly high-speed chases. And the wild part? Most of it is practical. Real crashes, real stunts, real explosions. Filming shut down entire roads in Dubai, Tokyo, and South Africa. One chase sequence reportedly cost millions alone. But somehow, it still gets bigger from here.
So who is this fucking guy? He's ex-military.
Number 3, Badland Rising, 2026. The world has collapsed, and only violence remains. Badland Rising is a brutal post-apocalyptic survival story, set in a wasteland ruled by warlords. Think Mad Max taken to an even darker level. Massive convoy battles, flamethrowers, desert storms, constant warfare. The film relies heavily on practical effects and real desert filming to build authenticity. But beneath the action is a question about humanity itself. How far will people go when nothing is left? And now we enter the final 2.
That's what I've been calling you.
Touché.
Number 2, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, 2026. This is not the superhero movie people expected. It's something far more emotional. A broken, lonely Supergirl travels across galaxies with a young girl seeking revenge. But this is not a bright hero story. It's tragic, dark, and deeply emotional. The film blends cosmic sci-fi with grounded storytelling and massive visual effects. Exploding planets, brutal battles, alien worlds that feel real. But what makes it stand out is the emotion behind it. This could redefine the character completely. But even after all this, one movie stands above everything. Number 1, Lucky Strike, 2026. Nobody expected this to become the biggest film of the month. But now, everyone is watching. Lucky Strike follows a former covert operative pulled into a global conspiracy involving corruption, secret organizations, and hidden attacks. But the real power of this film is tension. No wasted moments. No unnecessary noise. Just pressure building non-stop. The film relies heavily on practical action. Real explosions. Real stunts. Real environments. Dark neon cities. Brutal combat. And emotional intensity. This isn't just an action movie. It feels like an event. And it might be remembered long after 2026 ends. So, which movie are you most excited for? Did we miss any upcoming blockbusters or action movies in June 2026? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this countdown, subscribe for more movie breakdowns, upcoming action films, and the biggest releases you should not miss.